In this video, we're going to talk about very basic reporting in IES products such as VisualFoundation, ConcreteBending, VisualPlate, and ConcreteSection. We're currently showing ConcreteBending, but all other programs will behave very much the same. The first kind of reporting you can do in all of the products is a report of everything in the model. Under the Home ribbon, you'll find a Report All option, and if you click on that, you're given a dialog as to what specific kinds of things you want to report. In this case, we have model tables, loads, project, results, design, and graphics. I'll just leave all of those selected, but I can click on them and deselect if I don't want them all. When I do that, the full report will get generated, and depending on the particular project, this might take a few seconds in order to get the final result. When the report has been created, you will switch to the text reports view. In this view, you have several options of customizing the report. Let's start with the ribbon at the top of the report. You can print the report directly. You can save the particular report, and under Save you have many options as to the format, including PDF, HTML, Microsoft Word, an Excel file. You have the option of showing thumbnails, and currently over here on the right we see that we have thumbnails or miniature versions of the pages shown, and by clicking on these you can switch immediately to that page. Thumbnails can be turned off by clicking the button. The binoculars button allows me to do a search, and when I press the button, then I have an option to find what down below, and I can enter text to search in the entire report. I can use a full screen view of the report if I'd like. I have the ability to show two pages at once, and so as I scroll through my report, there'll be two side by side, and I can get even more refined if I'd like and show many pages at once. If I switch back to the model and load view, we can see there are other ways to create reports. Several of the project status items will allow a report to be generated. In this particular product, punching shear will do that. If I click on punching shear in the project status, we switch to the text report with a punching shear capacity table shown. If I select the table, my report filter options change. If you notice, currently in the table I'm showing a red and a blue value, and the colors just indicate these are extreme values showing a minimum and a maximum value, with red being the largest, blue being the smallest. If we look over under the reports filter, we have several options, including one that says extreme rows only, and that's set to yes. If I uncheck that button, all of a sudden now my report will contain many rows, and therefore when we had the extreme rows on, we had really compressed this table down to just 2 rows. Other things I can do is to move columns. So for example, if I click on the Unity column, I can drag it over to a different position, let's say at the start of the report, and notice how it moves over. Clicking on a column changes the sort order for that column. So I've now clicked on Unity and I'm sorting with large values first in decreasing order, and clicking again it'll reverse the sort from small to large. Another thing I can do with a table is to change the width of the column, and if I hover my mouse over the header, we'll notice the arrows change to side-by-side arrows. Now if I drag my mouse, I can change the size of the Unity column and increase the location column. A final thing I can do with the report is change which columns are shown. If we look over in the report filter again, we see a checkbox for all of the columns. But let's suppose I don't want to show the load column. If I uncheck that in the report, we'll notice the report no longer has the load column. So I can control what columns are displayed in the report filter. So that shows a quick summary of very basic things you can do with reports in all of our products.